Greetings. I am Lynn, and thank you for being with me today with this meditation on courage. You may be thinking, why a meditation on courage? But please stay with me, and I hope you will discover things about yourself during our time together. I hope you will find healing and enlightenment during our time together. And I hope you will discover and connect with your own courageous heart. I like to begin our meditations with clearing your space of any negativity by saging or using a spiritual cleansing spray to remove all negativity from the room, from your sacred space, allowing positivity to flow effortlessly all around you. I'll give you a few minutes to do that, then come back to this meditation, finding your courage. Courage means mental, emotional, physical, and moral strength to resist opposition, to face a danger, a fear, or to face a hardship or challenge head on. Let's begin this meditation by bringing your awareness and focus fully to your breath. Life force energy that you can connect to and obtain by quieting yourself and just breathing. Feeling the energy within and allowing your focus and awareness to be only with the breath and my voice. Now allow your consciousness and subconsciousness to begin to slowly shift, aligning with your true self, your true energy. Do this by creating a white light all around you and keeping thoughts positive, stepping away from your ego. Feeling connected, feeling safe and protected. Feeling positive, universal energy flow through you and all around you. Raising your vibration, creating a space of openness for healing, enlightenment, and growth. aligning yourself with your soul, your true self. Please step away from your ego during this meditation and again align yourself with your soul's guidance. At any time during this meditation, if your ego creeps back in, just visualize yourself floating above yourself, relaxed with your arms extended out, away from your sides, palms up, and take 2 deep, even breaths, bringing your focus back to your breath and my voice. Your spirit is tied directly to your courage, suggesting a quality in all of us, enabling us to do what we need to do to protect ourselves and others when needed, and to keep positive the knowing, ready with intuitive preparedness when opposed or faced with a threat. At times we may feel failure because we think we are not courageous or brave in the face of a situation, such as facing a bully at school or work. But there is no failure, no judgments, only life lessons that enable us to grow, learn, be balanced, and be whole. Courage implies firmness and strength of mind and will of heart in the face of danger, fear, or difficulty. Facing what life's circumstances can toss at us isn't easy, and we don't have a manual that directs us to what we should do or how we should feel about doing it. I can tell you that we all need courage within ourselves. Many of us can remember times in our childhood or even as an adult when you would have liked to feel courageous and be brave, but you couldn't find that courage in you at that particular time. Maybe you think you weren't lion-hearted or quick-witted enough to be brave in that situation. Maybe you thought courage belongs to a special or elite class of noble souls or warriors, not for the normal everyday people like you and me. The truth is, we have all felt less than courageous at times, which maybe also made us feel disappointed in ourselves. We expected, or others expected, more from us. Do not judge yourself. You are not here to judge yourself or anyone else. Self-judgments are just negative thought patterns. There is no judgment, simply learning, and lessons come at us at different times in different ways for various reasons to teach us and take us to a higher plane of consciousness. Courage is directly connected to fear, and being courageous or brave does not mean you don't feel the fear It means you act bravely in spite of the fear, and we do this every day. It's part of our own inherent self-survival tools. Courage helps us grow intuitively, giving us the strength to face and survive many situations. Courage gives us the ability to overcome our fears. There's a balance of courage and fear within us that allows us to deal with fears. And it's available to us all. We all have courage. We have to survive. This meditation is not about how to take monumentally brave actions, like firefighters that go out every day into burning buildings to save lives, or a soldier who courageously puts their life on the line and into beyond dangerous situations for their troops, their team, and their country. These are extreme acts of courage. The courage I'm sharing with you today is instead about understanding what courage really is, and training ourselves to perform small daily acts of bravery with courage to build and strengthen our own courage muscle and confidence. Courage is a habit, a muscle you can exercise. We are not usually born with great courage, so we shouldn't expect to magically acquire it without practice. Courage means being afraid and acting anyway. Not that you would know this or immediately learn this from looking around at our culture and socialization, which celebrates fearlessness. Just watch any number of movies. Courage and bravery are everywhere. Everyone is fearless. But like so much in our society, it's fake. It's a facade, not the reality of everyday people like you and me. So if you tend to be fearful, you probably assume that you're not courageous. But we are all fearful of something. Even our heroes feel fear. And we all love a hero, don't we? But a hero is just you or me, an everyday person who overcame a fear to do what they needed to do. We all know that fear is a universally powerful emotion, but it is so important to our growth and ability to handle what life throws at us. For us to learn to overcome fears successfully and in a healthy way builds our confidence and courage. It allows us to be more comfortable each time we have to step into a fear, knowing we will get through it successfully. Courage is a habit of virtue. You get it by courageous acts. You learn courage by acting courageously, even by doing little courageous things. Notice every time you do something that you're scared to do, something your mind and heart emotionally and mentally is telling you not to do. Slowly step into the fear. See how good it feels to confidently overcome that fear. This confidence assures you you can overcome and be okay. You'll soon start to realize that you do these things all the time. You're already much braver than you think. You are a warrior in your own beautiful way. This is particularly true of shy people for whom daily life requires them to smile in the face of their fear. This is courage. A helpful tool for you. You can focus on the people or a cause you're standing up for, something you believe in. It's much easier to be courageous on behalf of others than it is for your own sake. You can find courage in numbers as well. It's much easier to act in the company of even one other person who feels the way you do. The hardest thing in the world is to move forward into a fearful situation, solo, all alone. But when you do, this is courage. Sometimes you'll have to go it alone. You will have to face the fear, and when you do, ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And what's the worst that can happen if I face this fear? Then ask yourself, what is so bad about that? You will not fall into a dark hole, never to be seen again. It's often never as bad as we feel it will be. When you can pull forward what it is that you are really fearful of and look it in the face, then overcome it. It's easier to find the courage you need to face other situations and overcome them. Some of your fears may come from events, experiences during your childhood, adolescence, or even as an adult. Fears can be tied to a person, place, or situation. Be the observer, and when a fear comes into thought or an uncomfortable feeling for you, see if there is a connection to an event, person, or situation. Once you can see where the fear comes from, you can more easily face it and overcome it. Learn to watch for negative signals and to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Many of us have a negativity bias that causes us to pay more attention to negative than to positive reinforcement. Again, this is our society and socialization, along with your memories of events dictating and directing your thoughts. We have so much negativity in our world, and we are tribal. Our focus is meant to be in dealing with our small group. We are not meant to be exposed to all the troubles or negativities of the world. We're not prepared to deal with all the issues in our world, but we are exposed. And regardless, we have to be prepared for what can come at us. Be aware of this and gently steer your mind to positive thoughts and reinforcement. Be the creator, the thinker, the controller, and the knower of your thoughts. Be the observer of your thoughts and change them. Flip them immediately from a negative to a positive. When you're trying to stretch yourself beyond your mental limits, find role models of quietly courageous people. This will help, as we all have that little voice that says, I can do this, or I just can't do this. There's a part of you that wonders whether it can actually be done, but you already have a preconceived idea of what you think your capabilities are. Preconceived ideas are simply negative thoughts and restrictions you put on yourself from events, experiences you have in your memory portal. These are fear-based thoughts. Step away from negative thought patterns and restrictions you have falsely placed on yourself. You are capable of much more than you think. If it helps to have a role model, think of that person you perceive to be courageous. A role model is a constant reminder that the answer is yes. If they can, I can. Channel that person's courageous acts until it feels natural to channel your own. If you can't think of a role model, think of the number of souls throughout our history, people who hid and helped complete strangers all over the world from persecution, slavery, and death. Just ordinary people acting in an extraordinary way to help others in a horrible situation, risking their own lives, ordinariness that made courage all the more noteworthy and attainable for us all. Fear itself is a frightening force. It is a feeling capable of intimidating us, causing us to retreat into ourselves. It can cause us to disconnect from ourselves and others. It's a natural force that can flood through us and make us incapable of reacting. It can stop us in our tracks when we fear what people will say, fear what will happen as a consequence, fear the pain of loss or circumstances. There are many different faces of fear, and it can attack in many different forms. However, despite the force of fear, there have been many people throughout history who have been capable of confronting their most intimate fears and demonstrating the courage it takes to move forward. There are stories of those who showed that courage despite having so much to lose and risking their own life in the process. Fear is also a good thing. Fear makes us aware, brings us intuitively a sense of danger or concern. It prepares us to protect and defend ourselves. Courage and fear work hand in hand for our balance and survival. It is fear that gives us the strength to lift a car to save someone's life, to think faster and act quicker to save our own life or that of another. Courage is not the absence of fear. If you think that someone who shows courage is someone who does not feel fear, then you are wrong. Everyone feels fear. A brave person is not someone who does not feel fear and is not afraid, but rather one who is able to overcome those fears or work through them by facing them for whatever reason they deem was important enough for them to put their fear to the side and overcome it and reassure themselves they can face their fears, be courageous, and they will be okay. No one wants to live in fear or with debilitating fear, so it's vital to your well-being to manage your fear. Learn how to confidently face it and overcome. However, never forget that fear is a powerful force that plays a prominent role in many areas of our lives, and it works hand in hand with courage. We have to work with our fears, overcome the ones that hold us back. We require both fear and courage to live in balance and be whole. To succeed in our lives and be able to take the actions needed to achieve what we need to achieve, to survive and live our best lives, mind, body, and spirit. So, it is very important to always be attentive and aware, given that life is constantly offering us new opportunities, as well as challenges that can generate fear and apprehension. It takes courage to face those opportunities and to overcome all that is unknown and frightening for each and every one of us. Facing those fears will make you stronger, and each time you overcome a fear, you mentally, emotionally, and physically grow to allow yourself to overcome more, and you build confidence in your own courageous abilities, building a stronger, courageous heart. Think about how much courage it takes to just live in our world today. You make the decision every day to get up, to get dressed, and face the world in spite of all the harmful, ugly things we hear about and even face every day. This is courage, my friend, and you are a warrior, fearless in your own beautiful way, and you will stand bravely in your courage every day of your life. Know this, believe this, as you practice and grow your courageous heart. Go ahead and take 3 slow, deep, even breaths and begin to bring yourself back to the here and now, your present state of mind and body. Slowly coming away from the sound of my voice, knowing you can come back to this meditation anytime you feel the need. Namaste. Energetically, we are connected. My soul honors your soul, my courageous friend, and I am here with you. Always. Relax through the music, absorbing what you have heard and learned today. Take your time, and when you are comfortably ready, just open your eyes.